Hi everyone, so I'm back working on my Bandlab composition here that I've made just using the pre-existing loops. You can see I've already got my, my structure kind of mapped out, and the last thing I'm going to do is just adjust the volume of the tracks, both with these sliders and also over time, just to really give it a polished sound. So if I just listen to the bit where I've got all my tracks in together, alright, so I'm actually pretty happy with the mix. If I did want to adjust anything there, I could make any of these tracks louder or quieter with these sliders, but I don't think I need to. I'll just check this section as well. Actually, I do think that choir is still a little bit louder than I want it to be, so I'm just going to bring that down a bit. Yeah, prefer that. Okay. So with these, you really just, you can move them while the track's playing, so you can just kind of find the level that you want while you're listening. That would be my recommendation. If there's a particular section you're wanting to listen to, you can always just use this set to loop it like that. I'll switch the loop off now for now there. Okay, so the last thing I want to do to really give this a polished sound is to do what's called automation, and specifically automation of the track volumes, where the volume of the track will change over time. So for example, at the beginning here, alright, what I'm going to do is give that fade in, so it's going to start quieter and gradually get louder. So I'm going to click this button here next to add track, and when I do that, you'll see I get these white lines. So that line represents the volume of that track, and I can basically adjust the volume over time, so you can see that's getting louder and softer as that line goes up and down. So I'll get rid of all those for now. You can automate other parameters as well. By default you just have volume and pan, but there are ways to add more there. We don't need to worry about that for now. So what I'm going to do is, where I want the piano to get to its kind of current level, I'm just going to set the automation point. Alright, so now it'll stay at that spot there, and I'm just going to drag the beginning, just get this playhead out of the way. The beginning of the track I'll bring down. Let's see what that sounds like. So probably want to even a bit more than that. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the choir. Let's try that. Okay, so that's going to be my fade in. So you can see I'm fading it in by gradually getting louder, and I'm going to mirror that at the end as well. So here I'm going to fade it all the way out, so we're going to fade it to nothing, and I think I'll do the same for the piano. So one slightly annoying thing that this program does is when you click to set an automation point, it automatically changes the volume, which I actually don't want to do. So I'll just fix that one. So you've got to click right where you want it to go, and I can just check that it's in the right spot. So, so that's close enough. Alright, and we'll bring this all the way down here. And we'll just see what that ending sounds like now. Pretty good. Okay, and that would be enough. So you could say you've finished there, but I am going to do one more thing. So this section in the middle, I'm actually going to make it a bit softer. Yeah, alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set an automation point. I'm going to zoom in a bit for this. Just before the end of the track there. And then these I'm going to bring right down. Zoom out a little bit. So you can see the volume's going to drop suddenly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it back up. So I'm just checking that those are the same, or roughly the same. Okay, so now we have the effect of that gradually getting louder through that middle section, and that kind of gives a bit more anticipation for when we get back to the beat there. Let's have a listen. Alright, not bad, I think that's done. So I might just quickly have a listen to the whole thing to make sure I'm happy with it. Alright, and that is an entire composition done. You can see it goes for just a bit over 1 minute and 10 seconds. I have said that the minimum length of time for you guys is 30 seconds, but I would probably recommend that it's more like 1 minute, otherwise you're going to have a hard time getting this whole structure in. I suppose if I didn't have any repetition here, so like for example I've repeated this and this twice, you'd probably, and that as well, that'd probably be closer to 30 seconds, but I think you want those repetitions, just so you're not moving from one thing to the next too quickly. Alright, thanks everyone, and good luck with your own compositions. I'm looking forward to seeing them.